Well, I'm trying to get my phone to work. And then we're going to start. Kind of waiting to see if I get maybe 1 or 2 people on with me. And if not, that's all right too. Okay, well, I'm going to start. I just want to say welcome to Chalking with Norma C. I'm Norma C., Norma Clark. Tonight we are going to do a apron, and I'm going to be doing it with a conversion chart. Okay, I can't seem to share it, so that's fine. Maybe somebody else can share it. So I'm just going to go ahead and start. So I've been chalking with couture or designing with couture for a couple months now. I started in November. In the evenings, I used to sit and watch a friend of mine do her chalking, and I really enjoyed watching her. And so now I'm doing it. I do it because it's relaxing. I really, really do enjoy it. Anyway, sorry I didn't get on last night. My daughter and son-in-law were here trying to pick up their truck. So we had a good little visit, even though that's not why they were here. They weren't here to visit. They were here to get their truck. And they didn't get their truck till today. Well, they got their truck, but we had to put a tune in it. Anyway, so this apron is an adult apron with front pockets. We're going to be putting kitchen measurement conversion chart on it. And I'm going to be putting it on an ink mat. And the ink mat has got an adhesive side to it and then a smooth side. So it's got a plastic cover over it. We're going to go ahead and lay this out. Make sure we got it. Okay. The right side. And I could have ironed this, but I didn't. But that's all right because I'm going to lay it out. And the adhesive will pretty much keep it laid out where we want it. Now you can iron these instead of struggling with it the way I'm struggling. And make sure I put this where I need it to be. Might have to lift it a little. I think I'm going to lift it just a little. So that'll give me a little bit more room. I just kind of needed to relax a little bit tonight. Thought I'd share this with you. I really enjoy the inking part. I love the chalk part too, don't get me wrong. There's something about the inking and creating something and then sealing it. Our inks become permanent after they're heat set. And to heat set them, you can use an iron and you do 4 minutes on each side. And I usually do on the number 5 on the iron. You just want to make sure that you don't have your steam set on because you don't want water in your ink. And you don't hold the iron down on it in one spot. You just go over it around and around. Or you can do a heat press. I do my heat press set at 350. And I try to wait till I have a few items to heat press, and then I heat press them all at once. This is our silk screen transfer, and I've used it before. It has staining on it, but that's okay because the staining doesn't affect it. And this is adhesive on one side. Normally, if I were to put this on a hard surface, I would fuzz it with a terry cloth towel or my fuzzing cloth, but I'm not going to because I'm putting it on cloth, so it's not going to stick super hard. I'm going to make sure we get this straight. I'm an apron wearer. I have a friend who got me kind of addicted to aprons, and it's a good thing because you're cooking and the grease splatters, you can ruin clothes. And I've done that. Of course, now that I have my ink projects, I can fix some of those clothes. I've done that. What I'm doing now is I'm smoothing out all of the air bubbles. I don't want any air bubbles in there, so that when I put the chalk on, it's smooth. Okay, and I'm going to be using Couture Coral as the color. And it's a pink. The last one I did was in a blue. And I'm going to be doing this in sections. And the reason I'm going to do this in sections is so that the ink doesn't dry on my transfer. So when I peel up the transfer, it doesn't peel up the chalk to, or the ink too. It leaves the ink down. So we'll be doing that in sections. I love doing crafts. Like I say, this is really relaxing. So what I've done is I've put it on my silicone squeegee, and this is a small squeegee. And I'm not pushing very hard, and the reason I'm not pushing very hard is it can seep out of where I'm putting it. So if this was chalk, I'd push hard, but where it's ink, I'm just doing it lightly. Of course, when I pull up, if I've made a mess, I will wash it because this is not permanent until it's heat set. So I'm just going to kind of go over a little bit. We're going to see what that looks like. Making sure that I don't have any ink on my hands. When I pull up, I'm pulling up. Okay, that's looking good. Little spot. I'm going to put a little bit more on. It looked like it just needed a little bit right in here. Perfect. Okay, so this left the ink down where I want it versus on the silkscreen transfer. Now that I've pulled that up, I'm going to just go ahead and lay it down lightly. And I'm going to start on the next section. And I'm going to do this whole one in the pink, and then I think next time I might go ahead and try a different color, or maybe mix them. So do 2 colors at once or 3 colors in sections, not mix the colors, sorry. So again, I'm not pushing hard, just putting that on there, and I'm going to go over it different ways to make sure I get it on the material. Kind of went over this, so we'll go ahead, do this section right here. I think I just got it on my fingers, so I'll have to make sure I didn't get it on my hand. If I did, I'll wipe that off because I don't want to get it on the material. Don't want it where I don't want it. And I did get a little bit on my hand, so I'll wipe that off. Hi, Sierra. Glad you could join me. Okay, so let's peel up to the next section. Looks good. Okay. Hi, Todd. Okay, and then I'm going to lay that back down and go on to the next section. Easy. This is so easy, and it just glides right over the top of this. Then when I'm finished, I will take and wash it with water. It'll come out, and like I said, it's okay if it stains the silk screen. It does not affect the way that it works. Hi, Cindy. Glad you could join me. So when I wash it, I'll wash it with the water, and I will use a board eraser that we sell. Now you can also use one of the Mr. Clean sponges, or one of those. I forget what they call them. I'll use my board eraser. Okay. It's turning out really nicely. Okay, put it back down. Slide it up. If I ever do a project and you guys want to order that transfer, let me know. Right now on my website, it's buy 3, get 1 free, which is a really awesome deal. So if you would like to shop and need some help, just go ahead and let me know, or do a hashtag shop and I'll get with you. But you can be making really cute projects like this also. And who doesn't need a conversion chart in their kitchen? Come on. Picking up a little bit of the extra, putting it in there. Here we go. Now, see, I messed up the other day on a project I was doing, and I went and I washed it, and all the ink came out because I hadn't heat set it. Now, that turned out beautiful. So, I'm just going to lay it right there on top of itself. And I'm going to let this dry for 24 hours, and then I will set it into my heat press and dry it, or heat it, set it. And I'll do that for 30 seconds on each side. When I go to do that, I will take it off the ink mat. Right now, I'm not going to take it off the ink mat. I'm just going to let it dry that way because I don't want it folding inside itself and touching itself. But that's it. That's easy. That's how it's done. Not sure who's still with me, but I appreciate you coming in and watching me do my project tonight. I think that I'm just going to go in and relax the rest of the evening. I think I've got a touch of cold coming on. All right. Thanks for joining me. I'm going to move this so I can shut the computer down. Hi, Cindy. You'll have to watch the replay. All right. Bye-bye.